The story of the 1848 to 2004 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar begins with mystery treasure and unbelievable coin discoveries that shocked collectors across America because hidden inside ordinary pocket change and forgotten collections there are rare Washington quarters worth life-changing money, and some experts believe a few ultra-rare examples could reach a market value close to $1 million under the perfect conditions with the right collector demand and historic rarity level. Imagine opening an old coin jar in your house and finding a Washington quarter that looks completely normal at first glance, but after closer inspection collectors realize it carries an extremely rare minting error, a historic low survival rate, or a unique production detail connected to the Philadelphia Mint marked with the famous P Mint mark that transformed ordinary quarters into legendary treasures hunted by coin experts, investors, and treasure seekers around the world. The Washington quarter first appeared in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of President George Washington, and over decades these coins became one of the most collected and recognized pieces in American history. But among billions of quarters released into circulation, only a tiny number contain the rare features that make them worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, and possibly even $1 million in elite collector markets. Collectors are obsessed with condition, rarity, silver content, minting mistakes, and historical significance because these factors decide whether a quarter is worth only 25 cents or enough money to change someone's future forever. And today we are uncovering the hidden secrets behind the rarest and most valuable Washington quarters connected to the Philadelphia Mint, from historic silver treasures to jaw-dropping error coins that stun the entire coin collecting world. One of the most fascinating aspects of Washington quarter collecting is how ordinary-looking coins can hide extraordinary value because rare varieties are often missed by people every single day, and some valuable quarters continue circulating unnoticed in pocket change, cash registers, and old family collections, waiting for someone with sharp eyes and knowledge to discover them. The Philadelphia Mint has produced countless Washington quarters over generations, and while most are common, a few special examples became legendary because of unusual minting circumstances, production changes, or errors that escaped quality control and entered circulation, creating accidental rarities that collectors now desperately search for at auctions, coin shows, estate sales, and online marketplaces. Some quarters gained value because of silver composition, especially coins minted before 1965, when quarters were struck with 90% silver and 10% copper, making them more valuable than modern clad coins even before considering rarity and condition. But the real jackpot comes when a silver quarter also contains a rare error, low mintage, or exceptional preservation. Imagine finding a sparkling Washington quarter from the 1940s or 1950s in almost perfect condition with mirror-like surfaces, sharp details, and original mint luster. Because collectors compete fiercely for these pristine examples, and grading companies can assign high mint state grades that dramatically increase the value into the tens of thousands of dollars. Now imagine discovering a coin with a dramatic minting error such as a double die off center strike, clipped planchet, wrong metal strike, or missing design element, because these mistakes are extremely rare and prove the coin experienced something unusual during production at the mint, creating one-of-a-kind collector treasures that become famous throughout the numismatic community. One of the most talked about Washington quarter rarities is the 1932D and 1932S quarter, which are considered key dates due to extremely low mintages. But Philadelphia Mint quarters also gained legendary status because of exceptional condition, rare varieties, and unexpected minting anomalies that continue shocking collectors decades later. In the world of rare coins, condition means everything, because even a tiny difference in preservation can increase value dramatically. A worn coin might sell for a few dollars, while a flawless gem quality example with blazing mint luster could command enormous prices from wealthy collectors and investors determined to own the finest known specimen. Professional grading companies play a huge role in determining value because they carefully examine coins under magnification, checking strike quality, surface preservation, color, luster, and authenticity before assigning official grades that influence auction prices around the world. And once a rare Washington quarter receives an elite grade, collectors immediately recognize its importance. The dream of finding $1 million quarter keeps collectors searching through old bank rolls, inherited collections, estate boxes, and forgotten piggy banks, because history has already proven that ordinary people sometimes discover incredible rarities completely by accident, and these discoveries create excitement that spreads across social media, YouTube videos, and coin collecting communities worldwide. Many valuable Washington quarters are connected to mint errors from the Philadelphia Mint, where machinery malfunctions or production accidents created coins unlike any others, and these unusual pieces escaped into circulation before mint workers noticed the mistakes, making them incredibly desirable to collectors who appreciate unique and mysterious minting history. Some error quarters display dramatic doubling on the lettering or date, causing the designs to appear duplicated under magnification, while others were struck on the wrong metal planchet, creating bizarre color and weight differences that immediately catch the attention of experienced collectors and auction houses eager to showcase extraordinary rarities. Another important factor in Washington quarter value is historical timing, because coins produced during major economic events, wars, or transitions in minting technology often become highly collectible due to their connection with American history and the emotions tied to those important periods. Collectors also love proof quarters from the Philadelphia Mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast where frosted designs stand out against mirror-like backgrounds, creating breathtaking visual beauty that turns simple quarters into miniature works of art admired by numismatists around the globe. During the state quarter era beginning in 1999, coin collecting exploded in popularity, as millions of Americans started checking their change, searching for rare state designs, errors, and unusual mint marks, and this renewed interest introduced a new generation to the excitement of Washington quarter collecting. Some state quarters from the Philadelphia Mint became famous because of die cracks, grease strikes, rotated dies, or experimental planchets, and although many are worth modest amounts, certain rare examples in perfect condition can command astonishing prices, especially when certified by respected grading companies. The internet transformed coin collecting forever because collectors can now share discoveries, compare varieties, track auction results, and learn about hidden rarities faster than ever before, making it possible for ordinary people to recognize valuable coins that previous generations might have ignored or spent without realizing their importance. Social media videos featuring rare Washington quarters worth thousands of dollars have inspired millions of viewers to search through jars, drawers, and inherited collections, hoping to uncover hidden treasure. And every year new discoveries continue, proving that valuable coins are still waiting to be found. One legendary story involves collectors discovering rare transitional error quarters struck during years when the mint changed compositions or production methods, because these coins accidentally combined old and new materials, creating rare hybrid pieces that became instant collector sensations. Another famous category involves quarters with dramatic off-center strikes where the design appears shifted, leaving part of the coin blank, and depending on the severity and clarity of the date, these spectacular mint errors can sell for impressive amounts because each one is visually unique and impossible to duplicate exactly. The possibility of a Washington quarter reaching $1 million depends on several extraordinary factors aligning perfectly, including rarity, historical importance, pristine condition, collector demand, and media attention, because elite collectors are willing to pay incredible sums for coins considered unique masterpieces of American numismatic history. Auction houses play a critical role in establishing record prices because high-profile sales attract wealthy investors, museums, and elite collectors competing fiercely for ownership of legendary coins, and when bidding wars erupt, values can climb far beyond original estimates, creating headlines across the coin collecting world. Some collectors dedicate their entire lives to completing Washington quarter sets, searching tirelessly for every date, mint, mark, variety, and error, because the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of discovering an unknown rarity creates endless excitement and passion within the hobby. The Philadelphia Mint itself carries enormous historical importance as one of America's oldest minting facilities, producing coins that travel through generations of American life, and every Washington quarter struck there represents a small piece of national history connecting the past with modern collectors and treasure hunters. Rare coin experts recommend examining quarters carefully under bright lighting, using magnification to check for doubling, unusual textures, die cracks, missing letters, or strange coloration, because tiny details invisible to the naked eye can reveal extraordinary value hidden within ordinary-looking coins. Storage and preservation are also extremely important because improper cleaning, scratches, fingerprints, or environmental damage can reduce value dramatically, and experienced collectors always handle coins carefully by the edges, using protective holders to maintain original surfaces and mint luster. One common mistake people make is cleaning old coins hoping to improve appearance, but professional collectors strongly warn against this because cleaning destroys natural surfaces and can significantly lower collector value even if the coin appears shinier afterward. As demand for rare coins continues growing worldwide, Washington quarters remain among the most beloved and accessible collectibles because they combine American history, artistic design, hidden treasure potential, and the excitement of discovery into one fascinating hobby enjoyed by people of all ages. Every coin tells a story, and rare Washington quarters tell stories filled with mystery, minting accidents, historical significance, and astonishing value, turning small pieces of metal into legendary artifacts capable of capturing worldwide attention and changing lives forever. Some collectors focus exclusively on silver Washington quarters from the 1930s through 1960s because these coins combine precious metal value with historical rarity, and many survived decades of circulation before collectors recognized their importance and preserved the best examples for future generations. Modern technology also helps collectors identify rare coins through digital microscopes, online databases, grading archives, and auction records, allowing enthusiasts to compare their discoveries against known rarities and determine whether they might possess a hidden treasure worth extraordinary money. The excitement surrounding million-dollar quarters continues growing because every new discovery fuels public imagination and reminds people that valuable treasures can still hide in everyday places, from old coin jars and flea markets to inherited collections forgotten in attics and basements for decades. For many people, coin collecting begins with curiosity after hearing stories about rare quarters selling for incredible amounts, and once they start learning about mint marks, silver content, errors, and grading, they quickly become fascinated by the endless possibilities hidden inside American coinage. The Washington quarter remains one of the greatest symbols of American numismatic history, and among the billions produced, a few extraordinary examples stand above the rest as legendary rarities pursued by collectors, investors, and treasure hunters across the world. So before spending your next quarter, take a closer look, because hidden within ordinary change there could be a rare Philadelphia Mint Washington quarter carrying an unbelievable history, a shocking minting error, or a condition so pristine that collectors would fight fiercely to own it, and perhaps somewhere out there an undiscovered million-dollar Washington quarter is still waiting to be found by the next lucky person brave enough to search for hidden treasure inside everyday pocket change.